tendon injuries versus arthritis. I was so focused on the injury that was making him limp. I am on this journey now to help my horse maintain his body the best that I can. In the horse community, there's shame around your horse being injured, and I want to cut that out. I think that we should all start being open and honest about the horses we have and the struggles we have with them. Because welcome back to another episode of #Team Fuego. I am Melissa Schaefer, and this video is going to be about tendon injuries versus arthritis. I just had this experience recently where so my horse has had a couple of tendon injuries. He just recovered from one recently, and that's how I got introduced to the Equiband and how I kind of started this channel in the first place. But just recently, we determined, he was a little off, and we were like, okay, well, is it the tendon or is it something else? And what we ended up finding was that he had arthritis actually on the inside of one of his fetlocks, which I found really interesting as well. But he has arthritis. And when we found the tendon injury, the way and this was the way I heard it, right? Like, they could have easily said, like, oh, by the way, like, I was so focused on the injury that was making him limp, I underestimated the other aspect of something that they found. We found his tendon injury, and we also kind of found a little bit of arthritis, and the vet at the time was like, oh yeah, so we found this hole in the tendon, and that is, what's making him limp. And so kind of like, duh, like, we all focused on the tendon and the rehab of the tendon and the maintenance of the tendon and all of that. But fast forward, a couple of years, right? Like, and he's done an entire year now on the tendon I rehabbed, and he's a little off. And I was like, well, maybe it's the tendon. As it turns out, it's the arthritis. And so I am on this journey now to help my horse maintain his body the best that I can. And anybody who's an upper level eventer, you understand exactly what I'm saying, because whether or not you're dealing with tendon injuries or whether or not you're dealing with arthritis, everybody has to deal with something. And so I'm just, making this video, not because I have some sort of magic answer, but I'm going to just track the journey. I want to, I'm on a mission to open up the conversation about what are the best ways to help our horses, because chances are there's somebody out there that has to deal with this problem as well, who's already, multiple steps down the path that I'm about to head down. And I would say that I am already way down the path of like tendon rehab and whatnot. So if somebody's just starting down that journey, I know I could immensely help them with that. And I think that in the horse community, there's shame around your horse being injured, and I want to cut that out. I think that we should all start being open and honest about the horses we have and the struggles we have with them, because everybody has them. That's the part that kills me, right? Like, nobody's a special unicorn that has a horse with no problems. So if everybody started opening up about the problems they have, which I'm going to make another video about. I have 3 horses with pigeon fever right now. For those of you watching these videos, you're probably like, wow, this chick has no idea what she's doing. But this is just having horses. When you have horses, you deal with their problems. And so if we can start opening up the conversation around what is everybody's best method for dealing with something, we will eventually figure out what the best way to deal with everything is. Because not everybody has all the best methods, but I guarantee you, if we listen to 10 people who've been dealing with the same problem, we would get amazing nuggets from each of them that could encompass one great solution. So this is me starting down the journey of managing and maintaining a horse this is a competitive horse with arthritis. I have had the retired horse with arthritis, very different ball game, partly because you're not maintaining it for any other reason other than their comfort. So obviously I am maintaining my horse's arthritis for his comfort, but also he wants to continue to jump. He wants to jump, so I'm trying to help him do that. Anyway, I am gonna hopefully talk about arthritis more on this channel, as you know, we can add it to the list of all the stuff that I've been posting about. But in addition to that, just basically tracking this journey so that hopefully it can help somebody else dealing with that. Or if you are dealing with a tendon injury, then message me in the comments below, because I can definitely help at least point you in the right direction. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I can just tell you from my experience what I did and what I found really helped, and then what I also found like wasn't helpful, or what I found was the difference between what a vet said and then what actually happened. So anyway, because just gonna put a note here, that since vets do not follow up with their clients about the solutions, they don't act like scientists. They don't say, okay, I prescribed this to this horse and it worked that way, and oh, I should maybe start giving this advice instead to some people because this may help. No, they have some textbook that was written 1,000,000 years ago, and they're only following the first set of instructions they were given. And if they actually started asking people who take care of horses how the actual outcome works, I bet you I could give a vet a lot of information about scratches that they don't know. And simply because I've had to actually get rid of it, right? Like, I've actually had to be the person who's gotten rid of the scratches. They only had to watch and give advice on it. So, and I'm not saying that my method is the one that works for everybody. What I'm saying, though, is if they talked to 10 people that had methods that worked really well, that may be a little different from the advice they're giving, that would fine-tune their advice to then have all the best aspects of all those 10 people to then have the best advice. But they don't act like scientists. They only act like pharmaceutical distributors. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, I hope that this has helped, and to be continued. Hey guys, so an exciting announcement. I have actually made a hashtag Team Fuego membership site. And just full disclosure, like 80% of what's in this membership site is completely free. It's just a chance for me to actually be able to share things with you that I can't share on YouTube. Like, for instance, an Equiband tracker spreadsheet that I made, I was unable to distribute copies of it. But now, if you simply by logging into this membership site, that Equiband tracker is one click away. So it's giving us an opportunity to be able to share stuff that I'm not able to just share on YouTube, which is, of course, just a ton of free content and information, which I'm not going to stop doing. But this membership site gives us an opportunity to, create a community where I can, give you worksheets, give you PDFs, give you spreadsheets, and we don't have to fight the YouTube overlords on, or I don't have to send you to Facebook Messenger to send me a secret code that then sends you a copy of it. This just cuts out that middleman. So I hope to see you there, and I'm really looking forward to not only continuing to post content on YouTube, but also be able to post content in this membership site. There is also an AMA button in the upper right-hand corner, so feel free to AMA. Ask me anything. All right, guys, I will see you there, and have a great day.